Morning friends, happy Friday, how are you doing? This infantilization has got to stop. I don't know whether you can see the small text, no hairband, no mirror. Hello magazine is literally praising Kate for adjusting her own hair in public, hair she's had long since she was a teenager, with no hairband and no mirror. And this is not helping Kate, it's not helping William. In the months where Meghan has a global hit TV series, and Harry's in the Ukraine on behalf of Invictus, this kind of coverage does not help William or Kate. It really doesn't. I don't think they deserve the help anyway, but that's not the point of this. The point is, it's difficult for journalists to pull out anything positive, anything real, anything meaningful about these two. So they need to see that as a sign. If you saw this coverage about yourself, you would be like, or any normal human would be like, I think I want to be lauded for something that's greater than this. I need to up my game. I need to find something meaningful and worthwhile to do. Kate, William, this is your sign to change your life. Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think.
Welcome back. We are diving straight into the media's obsession with trivial matters today. Let's take a moment to unpack a recent article from HALLO magazine. The story revolves around Kate, presumably cooking, with the headline screaming, "No mirror, no hairband." Yes, you heard it right. A headline about the absence of a hairband and a mirror. In the grand scheme of things, this may seem like a minor blip on the radar, but this is where our friend Martyn's observation becomes so poignant. He pointed out quite astutely how the media is attempting to eclipse the significant actions of Prince Harry with such trivial stories. On one side of the coin, we have Prince Harry in Ukraine, standing shoulder to shoulder with global leaders, shedding light on the plight of wounded soldiers and bringing much-needed global attention to a war that has devastated countless lives. On the flip side, we have a story about Kate in the kitchen, sans hairband. The contrast is stark, to say the least. This is the media's game. When the headlines should rightfully belong to Harry for his meaningful impact, they scramble to churn out fluffy pieces about the Waleses. It's not news, it's a smokescreen. A cleverly crafted distraction designed to shift our focus away from the things that truly matter. Martyn nailed it perfectly. The media, in its relentless pursuit of trivialities, has lost sight of the real stories, the ones that make a difference, the ones that are about change, about progress, about making the world a better place. And that's exactly what Prince Harry is doing. He's out there, in the thick of it all, making a real difference. But instead of celebrating his actions, the media chooses to focus on the absence of a hairband. As Martyn rightly pointed out, these are not news, but distractions. It's time we started paying attention to the right stories, the ones that truly matter, because in the end it's not about the hairbands or the mirrors. It's about making a difference. That's the real story. Now, let's shift our focus to Prince Harry's visit to Ukraine. As we delve into the significance of his actions, we notice a stark contrast to the trivial narratives peddled by the media about other royal members. Prince Harry's visit to Ukraine was not a ceremonial event or a photo opportunity. It was a mission of empathy and understanding. He stood shoulder to shoulder with the leaders, acknowledging the hardship and resilience of the nation. He brought the world's attention to the devastating war, reminding us all of the harsh realities that lie beyond our comfortable bubbles. While the media was busy churning out stories about hairbands, Prince Harry was highlighting the plight of wounded soldiers. He was giving a voice to those who often go unheard, bringing their stories to the forefront. This wasn't a minor act, but a significant endeavour that demonstrated his commitment to humanitarian causes. In a world where the media often chooses to focus on the superficial, Prince Harry's actions were a breath of fresh air. His work in Ukraine was a testament to his dedication, his compassion, and his desire to make a real difference. He wasn't just making headlines, he was making history. And what was the media's response? They chose to focus on the trivial. They chose to prioritise hairbands over humanitarian efforts. They chose to overshadow real impact with manufactured fluff. But despite their attempts, the truth of Prince Harry's meaningful actions shines through. So, as we navigate through this sea of media narratives, let's not lose sight of what truly matters. Let's not get caught up in the superficial. Let's remember that while some are busy cooking up fairy tales, others are out there making a difference. They're standing up for what's right, they're shedding light on the important issues, and they're inspiring us to do the same. While the media is busy cooking up fairy tales, Prince Harry is out there making history. So let's not be distracted by the fluff. Let's focus on the real stories, the meaningful actions, and the people who are truly making a difference. It's time to talk about the media's skewed priorities. Let's be clear, the media is in a constant tug-of-war between what's significant and what's superficial, and unfortunately, the superficial often wins. This is exactly what we're seeing with the Waleses and Prince Harry. It's fascinating, really. You have Prince Harry, a royal who's not just about the pomp and ceremony, but rather about using his platform to make a real impact. He's on the ground in Ukraine, standing shoulder to shoulder with leaders, spotlighting the plight of wounded soldiers, and drawing global attention to a war that's been devastating for far too long. But instead of focusing on these meaningful actions, the media is busy crafting narratives about Kate's kitchen escapades. No mirror, no hairband. That's the headline. It's not about a royal leveraging their influence for the greater good. It's about a hairband, or rather, the lack of one. This isn't just trivial, it's a deliberate distraction. It's the media's way of pulling the wool over our eyes, of diverting our attention from the real happenings. It's a game of smoke and mirrors, where the smoke is a hairband and the mirror is conspicuously absent. When Prince Harry's actions should be making headlines, the media is busy manufacturing fluff about the Waleses. It's a desperate scramble to keep them in the spotlight, even if that spotlight is shining on something as inconsequential as a missing hairband. This is not just about skewed priorities. It's about a media landscape that values spectacle over substance, distraction over depth. It's about a world that's more interested in royal hairstyles than royal humanitarian efforts. So, what does this tell us about the media's priorities? They're clear. It's not about the real news. It's not about highlighting meaningful actions or bringing attention to significant issues. It's about maintaining the status quo, about keeping the right names in the headlines, even if those headlines are about hairbands. The media's priorities are clear, and it's not about the real news. So what is the real story here? Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. In the midst of all the noise and distractions, there is a clear narrative unfolding. On one side, we have Prince Harry, a man of action, who is using his royal platform to make a real difference in the world. His visit to Ukraine is a testament to his commitment to highlight the plight of wounded soldiers and bring global attention to a devastating war. On the other hand, we have the media's fixation on trivial matters. Their obsession with creating a spectacle out of the mundane, like Kate's lack of a hairband, is a clear indicator of their misguided priorities. While Prince Harry is out there making history, the media is busy cooking up fairy tales about hairbands. It's not just about a single headline or one news story. It's about the pattern of the media's behaviour, their desperate scramble to prop up the Waleses with empty headlines while ignoring Prince Harry's meaningful actions. It's about the subtle tactics they employ to shift our focus from what truly matters to the superficial and the insignificant. But here's the thing. We, as viewers, have the power to see through this. We have the power to focus on the real stories, the stories that matter. We have the power to celebrate Prince Harry's meaningful actions and to acknowledge the impact he is making. We mustn't allow ourselves to be distracted by the media's tactics. We mustn't let the fluff overshadow the substance. Because the real story here isn't about hairbands or cooking. It's about a prince who is leveraging his influence for the greater good. It's about a man who is stepping up and making a difference. Don't be distracted by the fluff. The real story is Prince Harry's meaningful actions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.